Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Trust you guys are really doing well. It's still your girl Chinweforreal. Thank you guys for always clicking to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. So guys, in today's video, let's look at this young man here. He have come out to say that the world is obsessed with blacks. Like, it's not that like they hate blacks, or they are obsessed with whatever they are doing, how they do it. In fact, I didn't make it up. Let's hear the gist from him.
Black people are an obsession. The world is obsessed with us. It was never hate. It's always been envy. It's always been envy. It was never hate. We thought it was hate this whole time. They don't hate us. They envy us. They want everything we have. They want to be us. They want our demeanor, our swag, our lingo, our abilities, our intellectuality. They want our brain power. Believe it or not, they've convinced us that black people can't read. Black people usually are the dumber ones in the classroom, whatever the case may be. But honestly, that's not true. And a lot of black people have gone on to believe that. So, when you believe that, you don't even try sometimes. That's a whole nother conversation. But they've put certain things not only in black people's minds, but in other people of color's minds around the world. So not only do white people envy us, but other people of color envy us, and then they pass it off as hate, and they discriminate against us and all of that, but do everything that we do. They want to talk like us, they want to walk like us, dance like us, copy our music style, K-pop. You get what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I don't have any hate for none of these people, but my thing is, it's so weird that y'all act like we're the scum of the earth, but copy our every single move, from the way we speak, to music, to fashion, to everything. The fashion world, these big fashion houses, guess what they get their inspiration from? The ghetto, the hood, the streets, hip hop. You get what I'm saying? They get it from all types of black people from every end of the spectrum. They don't actually hate us. Because when you hate somebody and you feel like you're better than somebody or a group of people, you don't copy what they do. You don't mimic what they do. You get what I'm saying? You don't even engage in stuff that's of their culture, of their lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? So it's not hate, it's envy. Y'all ever been in school, and especially when you was younger, and kids would kids would be like, I don't like you, or I don't like her because, and they never have a real explanation. They just say because, and then now y'all fighting and y'all beefing in elementary school, middle school for no reason, when really the basis of that is envy. They want something you have. They want to be you. They want to look like you, whatever the case may be. On a larger scale, that's the rest of the world to black people. And more specifically, I'm going to be honest, more specifically, black Americans. That may be a whole nother conversation. And don't get me wrong, black Americans obviously get a lot of stuff directly from Africa. I mean, because we're originally from Africa, so our ways we're literally African American. You know what I'm saying? It's African based regardless, right? But you know what? That's a whole other TikTok. The message I want to send to all my fellow black people out there is, if you ever feel the effects of racism and it kind of gets into your head and makes you subconsciously feel like you are less than, or you feel like, damn, I'm hated because I'm black, or, me and my people by nature or something, remember that it's the total opposite. These people worship us. Honestly, they do. They fake like they don't. They pretend like they hate us, but they copy everything we do. They worship us. They want to be us. We lead them. We lead the pack. We lead the trend in everything. You get what I'm saying? So remember to walk with your head high. I'm not trying to get deep in all that, but to be honest, I need y'all to remember to walk with your head high as a black person, because you literally are what everybody wants to be. You get what I'm saying? And the proof is online. The proof is out in the world. The proof is in everyday life. I'm not just making this shit up. They want to be us. So don't let them get in your head and make them think that they think they're better than you. Because they don't think that, they know they're not better than you, but they want you to think that, so you don't know who you are and what you have and what we.
So guys, I combined a lot of stitches on this video. Many people reacted to this video. It's not like blacks are all over the world. Wherever you enter, you see blacks. Let's hear what they have to say about the world being obsessed with blacks. We'll be right back.
Black people are an obsession. The world is obsessed with us. It was never hate.
No funny shit. They're actually in love with us. They love us. Love comes in a lot of different forms. They show their love through mimicking every single thing we do. Imitation is the best form of flattery. Never forget it. They don't hate us. They never did.
Would never copy us. There is no way I can look at somebody and despise what they do and go on to do it, and not only do it, to try to have ownership of the thing, to act like I was behind the creativity of it. Especially if I thought that what I was doing was ghetto and makes me look dumb and make me look unprofessional, quote unquote. This is what the world hates. Understand that they've been teaching us from the beginning of time that people in Africa, they don't have anything down there, or in Haiti and all of these places where it's predominantly black people. They have been teaching us that there ain't shit going on, that there is nothing even there. But somehow these people are still alive and striving. They have been putting us in projects, in ghettos, since right after slavery, because they didn't give us a chance to get where they at. But look around. There are black-owned businesses that came from the gutter. There are people who have done amazing things as black people in a society where we are the dumber ones, quote unquote. We are the ones. And if you are thinking technically, we are set behind hundreds of years. Everybody, hundreds of years. Everybody, I hate when we say that blank people have blank privilege. They go around and say, you can do the same things as me. My kid can get in college as you, and this and that. Yeah, we might have equal opportunities now, quote unquote, and that's not even realistic. We could have equal opportunity, but we were set back hundreds of years. We shouldn't even be in the same playing field. That's like setting off a race and telling somebody to start running 100, 300, 400, 500, 600 years before. You know how hard it would be for me to catch somebody 600 years ahead of me, and forget the 600 years or 500 or 300, even 100 years. But get the 100 years. Think about the psychological effects it would have on me to be that far behind because of them. And then imagine you tell this person to run a couple hundred years before, and they're leaving ropes in the way, and cotton and beading and alligators and all type of stuff in the way of your success, and you have to psychologically deal with that PTSD and the way that your life has been put. Besides that, like he said, they try to make us come out like we the dumber ones, but you got to understand, we never had to try. And the fact that we are even close to another person of not that's not colored at all goes to show who I wouldn't say the bigger person is, but who they think the bigger person should be. The fact that they can even look to us and think that we would even be reasonable enough to be in the same room with them or to behave it shows what they really think of us. The fact that they look to us for opinions. If we say it's lame, it's lame. If we say it's lame, it's lame. If we say it's cool, it's cool. It might take a little time. They might try to make us seem dumb for it or make us look ghetto, but that's why it's always been deeper than clothes and hairstyles. Because when our people did it, we were ghetto and they would use these things against us, but everything we did was so clever. The color, the creativity is natural to us. And you know, your parent never tell you, let me just tell you, my dad told me this a long time ago. People, you think that something is common. You would think it would be common sense, but not everybody gets what you get. So it's uncommon sense. Not everybody understands as quick as you. The things that people have to work for and learn are things that come to you with ease. You don't think about those things. You have room to think about other stuff. So for us to be the ones constantly taking L's through what they say, and still to this day going through these things, for the people to copy us and to look at us and still think they're better than us is pure delusion. It's delusion, narcissism. That's all it is. You gotta look at everything going on around the world, bro. I hate to say it, everything is copied from a person of color. I'm gonna say specifically a black person. Hairstyles, clothes, music, everything that really mattered to us, creativity, the creativity behind.
People are an obsession. The world is obsessed with us. It was never hate. It's always.
Please excuse my hair. I was just about to do it. And then I saw this and I really wanted to stitch it because yes. This goes back way long ago, and I'm actually going to tag this creator who suggested 2 amazing books. And as a bookstore owner, I highly suggest people read about their culture. Not just like now, but ancient culture. With that said, I've known since I was a kid that pop culture emulates everything black. Everything black, unless you're like listening to country, but even that is like derivative of black music. So yeah, no, even country. I've said so many times, like, black people are elite. I feel like black people are just like some of the best that you can find. And when I said that, I meant it, and I said it with my chest because I completely believe it. If you want more proof, look up the Moors. Okay, they taught the world how to wash their ass. You know, ancient Egypt, like, they were black. Don't let anybody let you think otherwise. I mean, look up African midwives having a better birth rate and like the mothers doing perfectly fine while their European counterparts are killing people and babies. Just it's have you ever heard of the Eve gene? If you haven't, you should look it up. I digress because I could keep going. Like the Count of Monte Cristo was about a black man. And we see it now today, every single day, with pop culture emulating black culture and taking it, rebranding it, and making it mass marketed in a very diluted kind of way. And like, just look at them. They're gorgeous. Unless your name is Candace Owens, then you suck.
Black people are an obsession. The world is obsessed with us. It was never hate.
Okay, I want to respond to this person's TikTok because it's something I thought about a lot when I was traveling, especially in the Philippines and Southeast Asia and South Asia. And I learned what they talk about in Afro-pessimism when they say that anti-blackness can come across as negrophobia, which is a fear of blackness, or versus negrophilia, which is a fascination with blackness. And this came across in a lot of different ways. In a lot of different countries I visited, people would secretly take photos of me. People would touch my hair while we were at bars. People would point at my facial features and shake their heads. And I learned, like, anti-blackness can come across as envy, like an obsession, a sort of need to consume, and fear, like a need to erase someone from a space because you don't understand them. So I think it shows up very much in both ways. Like, it's interesting.
White men are obsessed with the penises of men who are black. Black men wear do-rags, white boys will copy it despite the fact that it's not made for their hair texture. Black people speak in AAVE and white people will copy and misappropriate it as they're doing it. White people who excessively fake tan to the point where they become racially ambiguous. Black women with big lips and a big booty were historically, individually and societally rejected on account of those physical characteristics. However, BBLs and lip fillers are now one of the most prevalent cosmetic surgeries that you can find in 2023.
Black people are an obsession. The world is obsessed with us. It was never hate. It's all.
That brother is 100% correct. You know, early in my younger years when I would be in certain, parts of town in New York City and they would look and stare and glare, but they're non-threatening because they know that they are the weaker species. They are the weaker race. They can't enjoy the beach like us. They can't enjoy the water parks like us. They need us 100%. The cultural appropriation, the swag, the style, the music, the professional sports. Imagine if there was a day of no people of color, right? No African Americans, no people of color anywhere in the world, anywhere in America, they would fall apart and they would probably resort to eating each other because they do the cannibalism thing, which I'm not down with. But yeah, they know it. And part of me feels bad, but I
So guys, let's hear your own comments on this. What do you think? Is the world really obsessed with blacks? Do you have anything to chip into this? Let's chat in the comment down below. See you in my next video. Bye.